Here at the One Campaign, we're all about giving credit what credit's due. When politicians or governments do something good, we're going to thank them for it. But when they do something bad, we're going to call them out. This is what this video is all about. But before I tell you about what happened, let me quickly tell you about debt relief. If countries are struggling to pay back a loan, lenders can agree to extend the time to pay it back, or in some cases, to cancel part of the loan. This is debt relief, and it can be a very useful tool because it can allow countries to use that money to invest in development or to respond to an emergency, like a global pandemic, for example. Every year, donors report on how much money they provide as foreign aid. Now, getting these numbers right is very important, as it ultimately affects how much money is actually transferred to poorer countries. At the end of July, donors agreed on new rules for when and how debt relief can be counted as development aid. There are two key aspects to this agreement. One, the new rules allow them to include loans that may have had nothing to do with development. And two, the new rules allow them to double count aid money, once when they provide a loan, and then again if they provide debt relief. The result? Donors could artificially inflate their aid statistics, meaning that on paper they hit their aid targets, but in practice, poorer countries could end up getting less. This is just wrong. It's crazy that in the middle of a pandemic, donors are sitting in virtual rooms agreeing on new rules to try to get out of the promises they've made to the poorest people. Now, this is not a simple topic, and things like these don't usually make the headlines. But we must call it out, because in the end, it's the most vulnerable people who are impacted. To learn more, check out our blog post that dives deeper into this agreement.